Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tour de France 24, episode 25. It's the Queen stage of Paris-Nice. Stage number 7, finishing with a pretty monstrous triple climb. And there's only a single hill, Cat 3 hill, small climb before it. Breakaway, very large today. There are 24 riders led by Adam Yates, but really led by Buitrago. Of course, we lead overall, and we want to protect that lead as best we can, though probably going to lose out to the favorites today. I mean, I lost out to them on a hill stage on the last stage, but we still want to protect against their threat. And Buitrago is 312 down, so keeping it within that range is important. We've been on the front, or Ineos on the front, pretty much all stage. And Cockard was the guy doing all the work, and as we head towards it, I've actually stopped Cockard from doing the work so he could last a little bit longer and hopefully not miss the time cut. For now, he's still in the group, and he's in a group of riders that are slipping out the back, so he's not the only one that's headed out, and that should give him the opportunity to get there. He's well ahead of the time cut for now. Turgis is the one who took over working on the front. And we're going to go ahead and tell him to use his gel now, which means we're going to be down 2 riders by the time we hit the base of the climb. And it's going to be hard to, from there, control the peloton and have my riders. I'm going to be burning through them kind of one by one on the front, setting tempo. For a long time, that tempo was 60 until the gap got out to about 4.5 minutes. Since then, it's been a 70. Felix Gall, Stefan Kung are out the back. Interesting to see those guys already. But we're hitting the base of the climb.
There will be 5 points for the first to the top.
34k of climbing ahead of us. Is 70 a tempo that, for now, I think I'm okay with. Something that's missing from here is protection for myself and McNulty. We are going to red gel, and then we are going to blue, blue, and blue.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
And there you go. That is Turgis essentially done. So Piganzoli, you know what? Let's switch this up. Gorka, set tempo. Piganzoli. We'll protect. Group's thinning out fast. We're down to 65. Still 29k to go on the stage. Front group is down to 17 and barely a minute ahead. So yeah, they are not looking very much a danger right now. Okay, very short descent, but here comes the biggest climb. This is the Cat 1. The final climb's not as severe.
The Col de la Luzette is classified as first category. So there is a maximum of 10 points to be pocketed for the polka dot jersey.
15 at the front, 56 chasing, and time for a gel.
Okay, I'll consume a
McNulty
feed.
and I. Gorka, use your red.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
And he's out the back, down to 46. Fine is the one protecting me, and it's time for his red.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
He's out the back. That's how small the group is. I'm 24th of 20. No, not of 29, because there's still 11 ahead of us. Okay, I'm in the middle of the group. I'm 13th of 29, but Piganzoli is about to run out.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
I am fresher than McNulty at this point. Maybe I do need to use McNulty to protect me. It's not what the plan was, but we've got a long ways to go still. And he's definitely more tired than I am. Oh, was that a group attacking? Like Christian Rodriguez. No, that was breakaway. Adam Yates now solo at the front. Down to 17 plus 4 individual riders off the front. Make that 2 individual riders off front. Adam Yates, Buitrago. Buitrago's about to be caught. And we're about to be done with this primary climb. With just 10 riders chasing it. Chasing Adam Yates. Now 9 riders. Buitrago straight out the back. McNulty nearly out of energy. But he is looking at a top 10 right now. Everybody's kind of sitting up though. If you're going to just let me ride forward and collect some points, I'll do it. That's 5. Recovering as long as I can.
There are 10 kilometers left before the finish.
Adam Yates has a 2-minute advantage. Looks like he's going to win the stage. Which means I need McNulty to just go ahead and ride tempo. Otherwise, riders are going to come back at us. Haven't seen you come through.
I'll relay.
At the foot of the Moiguel, a
There you
lone
go.
rider is opening the road. He's got a very big lead, and if he keeps up the tempo, he can start thinking about victory.
Adam Yates is definitely poised to win the stage here. But he's been in the breakaway multiple stages, so he's like 6 minutes down. And I'm looking at a top 10. I was thinking it was going to be top 20. I've already got the top 10 part secured and looking decent still. Final climb. Final 8K. How strong is everybody else in the group though? I would imagine most of them are still going to be stronger than me. And following, watching that red bar as it slips away. Now the question is, can I attack as he runs out? I'm going to say probably not, but I have to defend the jersey now. It's up to me.
5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
McNulty dropped on his own now. Third place is going to slip away, but he's got a top 8. Haven't dropped anybody else. Rodriguez ups the tempo. He and I have broken free of the other 5.
You'll have to be clever and manage your positioning so you stay sheltered as much as possible.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the yellow
Vingegaard
jersey.
has now left a small group. He's been joined. Well, I've been... Oh, he joined my... Okay, there's 6 of us now. Carapaz, the one left behind. He has not made it. I'm
Just
getting
under
low on
3
energy, though.
kilometers from the
3.5K.
summit. One man is alone in the lead and looks set to win. The yellow
50
jersey
seconds
group
behind
is 1
Yates.
minute from the
Yates
head of the race.
just spotted him. 40 seconds behind. Very low on energy, though. Very low. Down to... No, not down to 6. Gatcher has managed to escape. 2K. I'm going to have to break free and set my tempo. Ooh, no. Out the back. So that's 7th place. Now secure unless one of them
The red pennant is
slips
in
back.
sight. Another kilometer of climbing for the front of the
1K
race.
from the top. And there is one blowing up. That's Yates. That's Yates. I'm now looking at
Reduce
6th.
speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
Pogacar heading for the win. Gel to keep me going. Gel to keep me going.
You've got to reach
Pogacar takes the win. Roglic, Vingegaard, Evenepoel, and Carlos Rodriguez. And Gel's gone, and that gets me over the line. McNulty was 3.5 minutes down by the time he reached the finish, so he had dropped quite a bit. Hung in there very well. I think the win is gone, but there might be enough in there to still be top 5. Probably not podium, though. So Pogacar takes the win by 6 seconds over Roglic, Vingegaard, and Evenepoel. Carlos Rodriguez 11 seconds down. I was 41. Considering what easily could have been way worse than that, I will definitely take that. Adam Yates is not part of the GC conversation. I could be out of the top 5, but I have a feeling that one of these guys is down by more than, the half minute, 40 seconds or so. necessary for them to overtake, and everybody else loses more ground. McNulty gets 10th on the stage at 3:32, same time as Moss. That'll 100% keep him in the top 10, as he literally finished in the top 10, and he was many minutes ahead of Adam Yates. So we know he's ahead of at least one rider. You know he's ahead of Moss. Worst case scenario, it's 8th place for McNulty. It's a good result for the team. In fact, I'm still on the podium. Pogačar, 24 hours, 14 minutes, 39 seconds. Carlos Rodriguez is now 2nd place on same time. I'm on 3rd place at 18 seconds, still ahead of Evenepoel and Vingegaard. Roglic. McNulty is exactly 8th, as I figured he would be about that position. KOM, Pogačar with 30 points. He's got that one in the bag. He's also got the points classification where I'm 5th. Same time as Carlos Rodriguez. If I can get him, I can get the Young Riders jersey. That's easier said than done. We slipped to 2nd in the team classification, so that's also going to be a challenge. We're still in position to have a good haul of points in a race that we barely secured any points in the first 2 seasons that we did this, so things are still good. Obviously, we've got a ways to go yet to compete with the best. Actually compete with the best. This was kind of compete with the best, right? I defended the jersey, kept a steady tempo, kept it under pressure, dropped a couple riders, and then had to set my tempo to make it to the end without blowing up, and had minimal losses. Pogačar gaining ground very quickly, but I still lead the individual pro cycling rankings at this stage, which is fantastic. We still lead the team classification as well at 280 points, so really good, strong start to the season. Final stage is a 5 climb, I wouldn't say thriller, but nearly. 3 Cat 2s followed by 2 Cat 1s will make it tough. For now, I want everybody to ride solo. Nobody on protection duty just yet. We should be able to get plenty of recovery in. I'd say after the first maybe 2 climbs or after the 3rd climb, depending, is when we'll start getting into protection. On to the 2nd climb. So far, so good. 5.5 minute advantage for the breakaway. Numbers not huge today, though. Peloton still has 142. We can take a moment to check on that. 9 and 3 at the front. Yeah, relatively small group, but very healthy advantage. That's going to be hard to chase down. And as we get over the top of the 2nd climb, or is that the 3rd climb? 54K already. Okay, that was the 3rd climb. That was the 3rd climb. So here we go. We are going to get feed zone after this climb. I don't think Cockard is going to make it to the top of this one. Gap's out to 6.5. That breakaway is succeeding right now. Breakaway already at the top and gap growing. I need to know what that gap is. 12 minutes, 12.5 to Bardet. No threats to me. Remember, I'm about 18 seconds down on the overall. Very healthy advantage to any of those guys. As we go over the top of the first Cat 1, we've got 1 climb left already. Just like that. Cockard does get dropped. So McNulty needs Sturgis. Most everybody at near full strength with only 1 climb to go. I'm liking that. Peloton's already at 77 somehow, 73, 70. More and more riders dropping. It's not anyone attacking, right? No. 9 minute advantage to the front though. No way those guys are getting caught. Protect.
I'll make a big effort on the relay. Okay, I'll protect them.
Hoping to catch some guys out.
Does not necessarily have to attack. Depending on his lead, he can simply follow attacks and counter at the very end of the stage.
Is also one of the best descenders in the peloton.
I'll go full out on the relay.
The Cold Days is the final categorized climb in the mountains classification.
We have separation.
The maximum of 10 points to be scored.
Turgis going flat out. I have a 10-second advantage over what is already, well, what was a very quickly shrinking peloton. 20 seconds ahead. Turgis. Steepest part right now.
The first riders are now at the top for the Col
Breaking already over the top. Got through that brief descent. Awkwardly got through it. Vanderpool has attacked. The peloton's down to 39. Turgis keeps doing the work. We have a 30-second advantage now.
It will be difficult to reduce or to widen any gaps.
Okay, I think it's time to come through. What does my 100% look like compared to his? And use a little bit of gel here. Turgis recovered a little red bar. Roglic has caught us.
The leader was in danger.
It's a descent.
Once again, leading the overall standings. Behind, the yellow jersey is moving onto the offensive.
Only 5 kilometers left for the head of the race.
Pogacar's 15 seconds behind with Carlos Rodriguez. So the first and second place overall. All I have to do is finish ahead of Carlos Rodriguez even by a couple seconds to get back into second. I need 18 seconds to get the overall. That's not looking likely. 3 riders at the front and then another 4. So 7 riders, 7:45 ahead. We're not catching those guys. But if I can descend really well here, for one, Roglic is a terrible descender. This is his biggest weakness. I can overcome him. And McNulty and Vine are just hanging on in the peloton. Let's tell them to use their red gel now. Gorka and Piganzoli in a chase group a little behind. They're only 5 seconds behind Pogacar.
Okay,
let's
I'll consume a feed.
Continue on.
He's putting his foot on the pedal because he's a danger to the overall standing.
And I had to brake really hard for that one, but this is the perfect time to now get away.
Winner of the 2020
Have I managed to do so? I have by 13 seconds. And I don't have to worry about my teammate coming over the top anymore either. Okay, there's the last of that
riders
gel.
are now onto the Promenade des Anglais. It's now flat all the way to the finish. They will have to settle it in a sprint.
What flat to the finish? Is there a flat to the finish here? Just in case. Let's get a little arrow tuck in. Apparently it's flat to the finish. 7 seconds ahead of Roglic though. It's more about the Pogacar chasing that I need to watch out for. Attack coming out of there. I've let Roglic back on. 5k from the finish. Energy is low. And this is not much of a descent. I need to arrow tuck again here at some point, and maybe as I go over the top here. We've been caught. We have been caught by who? We've been caught by Pogacar. Yes, I have. No advantage anymore over these guys. 2k to go. .6. Now I have to literally break away from Rodriguez in this final kilometer if I'm going to gain any time on him, which means Pogacar is not going to be beat. But can I beat Rodriguez? No. Same time. Same time. 3rd place. Still a really good result. We got a podium at Paris-Nice. 10th on the stage, but the first 7 were all the breakaway riders. So it was Pogacar, Roglic, myself at the line. It would have been a 4-second time bonus if there wasn't a breakaway ahead of us. And that 4-second time bonus would have had me beat Carlos Rodriguez. But in the grand scheme of things, that's where it was. Turgis 8:12, McNulty 8:26. So he's half a minute behind us with Vine, Piganzoli. So what does that do for the GC? Well, let's get straight to it. Pogacar takes a win ahead of Carlos Rodriguez. I get 3rd. McNulty keeps 8th place. just ahead of Bardet, who was in the breakaway and gains a bunch of time. 21 minutes? No. 12. Yeah, 12. I said 12. Okay. Yeah, Bardet gains a lot of time on McNulty and almost beats him, but McNulty keeps 8th place. I get 3rd. That's a lot of points for the team, though we did not win any classifications, but I didn't win any classifications in the previous 2 years here either. And we were much more in it this season. That sucks. The Carlos Rodriguez part. We get 3rd overall and still get 2nd on the young riders on the same time, and we get 2nd as a team. But it's all good. It is all good. Individual pro cycling ranking. I'm still holding off Pogacar, even though he picked up a lot of points here. 165 to lead all, and we lead as a team 344 points. I do get some development, but not much. The team time trial and the win, a team time trial. I get 2 points. 2 points in the time trial and prologue. That's it. So we go from a 70 to a 72. No gains elsewhere. Of course, I'm sure, like, finish a mountain stage, we're up to 8 of 10. So we gained 1 more there. That's for recovery. Mountain rating, I need 1 more Cat 2, 1 more Cat 1, 2 more total mountain stages to gain 4 more points. That's close. I think once I get that to jump to like a 77, we'll be a much better mountain climber, and I'll be able to actually hang with those. I'm hanging with those guys, but I'll probably be able to compete with them once that happens, because we're finding that the medium mountain, the hills, I am competing. 1 more Cat 2 and we'll get another point there. 1 more medium mountain stage, we'll get a point there. And we have a couple races that we've been entered into. Win a medium mountain stage, 1 more of those. So lots of opportunities to get that to push into the 80s. The hills rating, 2 classics upcoming to get a couple more points, and 5 more hill wins. That's going to be hard, but yeah, we've definitely got a couple points coming up for hill rating to get that to a 78. Acceleration, I've not been in any breaks to win any intermediate sprints. I'm 3 away, but it's been a very long time. Tour de France, maybe that's going to be my objective there, not a GC type thing. Depends on how much development I can have between now and the start of the Tour de France. Maybe I need to be going for KOM and intermediate sprints at the Tour de France this year. Still a 76.2 though. No gain to my rating. And that's going to do it for this episode on Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.